Hi everyone, I'm Hania and welcome to my channel. In my previous videos, I showed you how to draft the basic bodice block. A basic block is a close-fitting pattern that we use to create many different garment design. The darts in the block create the shape needed to fit the body. But the darts do not need to stay in their original positions. We can move them to different parts of the pattern depending on the design. Today we are going to learn boss dart manipulation, also called dart transfer. You can use this technique with any standard pattern making method. I usually work the Müller and the Metric methods. In these basic bodice blocks, there is usually a deep dart at the shoulder that points toward the bust point. This dart creates the shape and volume needed for the bust. This pattern is metric, you know. This is Müller. Here front, and this dart deeper but same. This is close fitting. You can close this part and transfer its volume to another part of the bodice block. You can draw a line from almost any point on the bodice block to the bust point. When the original dart is closed, a new dart opens along that line. The dart volume does not disappear, only its position changes. Now let's understand how it works. First, I separate the front and back bodice block. I cut the side seam at the waist here in a smooth curve. You can draw this curve before cutting. Now let's start with the first dart position. This waistline, you know, this dart, shoulder dart or bust dart. It is called a bust dart because it shapes the bust, and shoulder dart because it's positioned at the shoulder. Draw a line from the center shoulder to the bust point. This is shoulder. Here the center. Draw a line from the center shoulder to the bust point. Here, bust point. Okay. Cut along this line. close the original bust dart and secure it with tape. Okay. Cut this line or this line, not different. Okay, I cut it. Okay, here, here. It's open, you know. The bust dart has now been transferred to the center shoulder. Now we need to piece of paper underneath the dart opening and secure it with tape. Okay. Once the dart is in its new position, shorten the dart by 2 centimeters. Why do we shorten the dart by 2 centimeters? The bust has a rounded shape, so the dart should not end exactly at the bust point. If we do not leave this 2 centimeter distance, the dart may create a sharp, pointed shape at the bust. This is bust point. Zero, 1, 2 here. Okay. This new dot. Today I noticed that I forgot to shorten the dart by 2 centimeters in this garment I created in Claw 3D. In addition to creating a French dart, I also removed the access at the armhole. As you can see, even in 3D simulation, the bust becomes pointed and badly shaped if the dart is not shortened. This is why the dart should end before the actual bust point. We cannot leave the pattern unfinished like this. This is problem. After drawing the new dart legs, fold the dart exactly as it will be sewn. Fold the dart intake toward the direction in which it will be pressed. While the dart is folded, cut along the outer edge of the pattern. When you open the dart again, the correct dart extension will appear at the edge of the pattern. It ensures that the edge of the pattern becomes smooth and even after the dart is sewn. Now the pattern is ready for adding seam allowance and cutting from fabric. Here bodice. See? Okay. It's finished. Choose the deepest point on the neckline. I choose here, but can be here, 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 or here, here. Not different. It is my choice. Draw a line from the neckline to the bust point. Here, bust point. Cut along this line, red line. Okay, bust point. Close the original bust dart and secure it with tape. Cut this line or this line, not different. I cut this. No. Okay. Close it. Open it. Okay. shorten the dart by 2 centimeters. Okay, this is bust point, 0 here, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, here, 2 centimeter. Center here. Okay. Rear leg. After drawing the new dart legs, fold the dart exactly as it will be sewn. Okay, here. See? Fold the dart intake toward the direction in which it will be pressed. While the dart is folded, cut along the outer edge of the pattern. Okay. Yes. This is very important. See? We saw this. Finish. Choose the deepest point on the arm side. I choose here, but can be here, 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 here. Not different. Draw a line from the arm side to the bust point. Okay. Cut along this line. Okay. Close the original bust dart and secure it with tape. I choose this one. This leg or this leg, not different. Just close. You see? Okay. Close this and open. Once the dart is in its new position, shorten the dart by 2 centimeters. Bust point is 0, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Okay. New legs. Okay. See? Okay. Choose the desired position for the dart on the side seam. Side seam here is side seam, and this is waistline. I choose here. You choose here, 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 not different. Okay. Draw a line from the side seam to the bust point. Here, bust point. Cut along this line. Okay. Close the original bust dart and secure it with tape. I cut this. Okay. We close it, open this. Shorten the dart by 2 centimeters. This is bust point. 0 here, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter in the center here. You see? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's different. This different, this different, and this different. So far we've been moving only the bust dart. In this method we'll combine the bust dart with the waist dart to create a single larger dart. Make sure the bust dart and the waist dart both end at the bust point. Here, bust point. Okay. And here, but draw a new. Okay, both end at the bust point. Cut along one leg at the waist dart. This is waistline, hip line. Okay, you see? Close the original bust dart and secure it with tape. Okay, I choose this. Oh, but no problem. The bust dart has now been combined with the waist dart. Create one larger waist dart. See? Once the new waist dart created, shorten it so that the dart point ends about 2 centimeters below the bust point. Okay, here bust point and here 2 centimeters. You see? Okay. Here about 1.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter through here is the center. Okay, this leg here, this leg here. You see? In some designs, instead of sewing the dart, you can leave it open. This opening becomes extra fullness and make it lower part of the garment wider. Make sure the bust dart and the waist dart both end at the bust point. Choose a point on the lower part of the side seam, close to the waistline. I choose here. It can be here, 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 or here. Not different. Cut along the new line to the bust point. Close both the original bust dart and the waist dart, then secure them with tape. This is bust point, 0 here, and 2 centimeter in the center or middle here. Okay. Fold. Okay. And see. Oh. After closing the waist dart, this section moves inward and the waistline becomes shorter. We need to add a piece of paper to extend this area and then redraw the waistline. See, it's short. That's it for today's lesson. Now you know how to transfer a bust dart to different locations and combine it with other darts to create a variety of bodice design. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below. It really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching and I see you in the next tutorial. Bye.